So today I'm in the centre of Kalamata. Kalamata is a very large city or town down in the far south of the Peloponnese. And if you're coming to the Peloponnese in Greece for a vacation, I would highly recommend coming here. It's a fantastic place. It has 4 distinct areas, and I'm going to try and explain those to you by going up to the castle in a minute and having a look over the city. But you have the old town and the castle. You have the new town, which I'm in at the moment. Then you have, strangely, a municipal railway park, which is unique in Greece. And finally, you have the beach and the marina. And we'll look at all of those today, probably finishing in the beach and the marina. But if you're here in the winter, stay in the centre. There are loads of hotels. If you're here in the summer, obviously stay down at the beach. There's some fantastic hotels down by the beach as well. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope this makes some sense. I tried to do a video of this last September, and I never published it because I wasn't happy with it. So we'll see if I manage that today. I've started in the castle only because I want to get a view over the town and show you briefly the development and history of this place, because where we're standing now, the castle, wasn't called Kalamata until about the 10th century. This was actually the village of Phare, and there was an ancient acropolis here, but it's not significant. At the foot of the castle, there was and remains a medieval town, at least in layout, and then in the distance, we have the port and marina, which were obviously important to the castle, but were separate too. There were fields, there was land in between. And from about the 19th century, this area has been infilled by what is now known as Kalamata. If you come here, you don't come for the castle. You come firstly for the beach, which is over here on the left of the port. And secondly, you come for the shopping. The shopping here is excellent, some of the best in the Peloponnese, I have to say. If you drive from Athens down here, there's nothing better. And it's only about 2.5 hours to get down here from Athens. It's a very, very good road, fantastic road actually. And I'll probably include a little bit of footage of it just to show you. It's a very, very nice drive. The drive itself is almost worth it. So I'm coming down from the castle into the old town of Nafplio. And unfortunately, actually, although they call it the old town, and certainly this is where the old town was, most of it was destroyed. Firstly by the Ottomans in 1825. Kalamata was the first place in Greece to declare independence and be liberated, if you like, by the Greeks in 1821. But in 1825, Ibrahim and the army came through here and razed it to the ground. So a lot of what we now see was built after that stage. Then subsequently there was a huge earthquake in 1986 which destroyed a lot of the town again, and it had to be rebuilt. But the layout and the character of the old town remains. So in the heart of the old town there's a cathedral, but it's not everything that it seems to be. It was actually only completed originally in 1873, and then it was destroyed in 1986 by the earthquake and rebuilt almost as an exact copy of the original building. The cathedral is not the most famous religious building in Kalamata. That goes to this building, the Church of the Apostles. It's a 13th century Byzantine church in the middle of the old town, and it's famous for one reason alone. It was at this site in 1821 that the heroes of the Greek Revolution of Independence declared war on the Ottoman Empire, and possibly why in 1825 the town was levelled. The church as we see it now, whilst beautiful, was also a victim of the 1986 earthquake and was completely destroyed and then rebuilt. But they've done a fantastic job of it, I have to say. They reused all the stones, and it has the beauty and antiquity of a Greek Orthodox church. As we come just along from the Church of the Apostles, we come into the heart really of what is considered to be the old town. I mean, the buildings here, as I said, are post 1826. If they survived the earthquake, then they're still here, and there's a load of character here. There are bars, restaurants. It's really cool. In the evening it's very busy, and it's an area that you should try and come up to, even if you stay down at the beach. And if you're a holiday maker in the summer, you want to stay down at the beach. You don't want one of the hotels in Kalamata itself. There are over 100 hotels here and over 250 restaurants. At this time of year, January, February, March, April, May, you want to stay in the heart of the town. That would be my recommendation. Most of the beach area is closed, but if you come here in the summer, change that, stay down at the beach, and there's some lovely hotels down on the beach itself. So the difference between the old town and the new town is literally just crossing this road here, which you have to be slightly careful of, but it's not busy. And then we are into the new town. Now, when I talk about new town, you can see neoclassical buildings where they survived the earthquake, and New Town was after 1826, as opposed to the medieval town which we've just left from about the 12th century. And as we continue down the street and towards the harbour, we come to Aristomenos Square, where the city really opens up. This is the heart of the city. And you'll see here a strange monument to olive pressing, which of course reminds us of the other thing that Kalamata is so famous for, the Kalamata olive. Now a product protected by the European Union. It has to come from the county of Messini, which is where Kalamata is based. And although olives of the same variety are grown in other countries, such as the US, for example, and Australia, Kalamata olives have to come from Kalamata. And they're a big, red, meaty olive, often brined in either white wine or white vinegar, and very tasty, I have to say. And you can see the square here is fantastic. It's highly commercial. Zara, many independent shops. We've got H&M back here. It's amazing for shopping, this place. And if you do come here in the winter, you're not going to be bored. If you come here in the summer and you stay down at the beach, make sure you come up here. It's 20 minutes walk. It's well worth it, particularly in the evening. It's lively as anything. And then in the center here, we have a monument to the heroes of the revolution. As I said, the revolution was declared here. It started here. Kolokotronis, for example, old man Kolokotronis. And Kalamata is beautiful, busy, vibrant, and well worth visiting. You can get a bus down here from Athens. It takes about 3 hours. You can drive here. It takes about 2.5 hours. As I've already said, the roads are fantastic. And even in the winter, this is one place in Greece where you are not going to get bored. It's brilliant. And you can see it's a really large square. It goes way down here. And you continue down the square. There's a road on the left. You carry straight on down that road and you get to the railway park, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. There's also a university here. You can see university students. And it's beautiful. You go off the side roads here. There are shops down the side roads. There's parking down the side roads on both sides of this square. And 20 minutes, you're on the beach. It's really, really nice. So on the right-hand side of the square here, and it is a very large square, as you can see, we have a number of restaurants and bars, and they're great during the day, lunchtime, if you want a coffee or a bite to eat, or in the evening. I've been here at all times, and in the evening in particular, you struggle to get a table. It gives you a bit of shade, it gives you a bit of warmth in the winter. Not that it's cold today, it's about 16 degrees today. It's a beautiful day, but then it so often is here in Kalamata because it's so far south. And these restaurants go a long way down. I've just walked down here. You can see the square here looking resplendent and beautiful. And then we're still only halfway down. There are a load more restaurants and bars here. So if you're at the beach, it's worth taking a walk up here. Assume it's 20-25 minutes. Come in the evening. It's vibrant and lively. You don't have to stay down by the beach. That's what I'm saying to you. In the winter, if you come here, and you're lucky enough to stay nearby here, you can see just how vibrant it is. You're not going to get bored here. And you can always go down to the beach if you do, but you won't. So as we continue down towards the train park, you can see here, we have the University of Kalamata on the right, which I think is mainly an electrical and mechanical engineering university. And the shops continue. We have Marks and Spencer's, Bershka. It's just fantastic walking down here. The beautiful trees here. And actually the train line used to come down here. There used to be a train line, funnily enough, hence train park. And as we get ever closer to the train park, it's about 500 meters walk from Aristomenos Square. You can see the beautiful cafes here by the roadside. It's really, really nice. And so here we are at the bottom, the fabled entrance to the train park here. I'm actually not going to use footage from today for this. I took some footage here, as I mentioned, last September. I never used it because I wasn't happy with the video. But I'm going to switch to that footage just for the train park because it was such a lovely day. And I was here with my daughter and family, and I'll use that and then we'll have a look at the beach. So this park is very long and narrow. It's about half a kilometre, I think, from the commercial area down to the harbour side and the port area of Kalamata. And I think that describes its whole purpose. It was created in 1986 by the then mayor. And at the time, they put these trains here. I think this one here is the oldest. It dates from about 1914. But there are a number of trains here. Fabulous to have a look around, but you can't describe it as a museum because there's no information about them at all. There's absolutely nothing. They're just here and they seem to be abandoned nowadays, which is a shame because it's really interesting and really different and really unique. But as I said, I think it was just created to link the old town and the commercial area with the beach because the distance between the castle and the beach is about 2 kilometres and you need to get people between the two, and I'm sure that's the purpose of this area here. So finally, here we are down at the beach in Kalamata. Now this is a 4-kilometre beach. I've started right up close to the harbour and the main town just to show you what it's like if you walk down from the castle, through the commercial area, down through the train park to the main part here. There is a marina further down there. I don't know if you can see it right in the distance there, those masts, the marina end up there. But I just wanted to show you the beach here. It's about 4 kilometers long, and down near the town it's not so great. We will go further down here, and I'll show you further down here. And there are a range of hotels all the way along. So in the summer, this is the place to be. So I've come along about 1 kilometre further along the beach, and you can see here there's a fantastic beachside walk. And it gives you just a flavour. There are restaurants and hotels all the way along here, back to the main town. And the beach, you can see it's not hugely wide, but it's beautiful. And in the summer, it's absolutely packed with people. Look, here's a lovely local resident come to see me. In Tolo, it's dogs. In Kalamata, it's cats. Hello. Hello. Oh, sweetie. So continuing our little tour of Kalamata, I've now come down to the end really, which is Ktel Theoxenia. But I just wanted again to show you the beach down here because it gets better and better as you come down. And it may not look like much now, given the time of year, but even now there are people swimming. And you can see we've come down probably about 3 kilometers from the main town and the harbour.
So turn round and walk all the way up to the other end of the beach. You come to the marina here and also the harbour of Kalamata. And you can see there is a range of restaurants along the front here by the marina. Very nice in the summer. This footage is from the summer, but a little bit later, so it's quiet. But in July, August, it's absolutely packed. And you can see very large marina, beautifully safe. And you get loads of boats coming in here in the summer. And right at the end, there are some nice restaurants and bars. So this brings me to the end of the little tour, I guess, of Kalamata. I hope you've enjoyed it. It is worth visiting. Obviously, it's better in the summer than the winter, but there's loads to do in the winter as well. And please look at some of my other videos. I seem to be specialising in Greece at the moment, in the Peloponnese. So if you're coming to the Peloponnese and you fancy touring around, maybe you can get some ideas from some of my videos. But I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.